right, everybody, another episode of Follow Along Friday. The last time we were in the hive was 4/21, as you can see from our little journal on the top there. So let's check it out and see what we got. Of course, like always, phone conversation. Let's put that on silent because it'll probably ring again. All right. Unbelievable how quick they can glue stuff down. All right, got there. Ooh, look at that, our feeder pail is about, yep, she's empty. So we will be adding more food to that. That's one of the main reasons we're checking right now. We're really not, we already know we had cap brood, so we know we have all that. So pollen patty is getting pretty thin, so we will probably get another half a patty on there for that. Frame perch. And remember, you always want to start at the end that has the least amount of bees. Take a couple frames out. It sure is nice when these frames are brand new. You can easily take them in and out. All right, you can see they're just putting nothing but honey. They're just starting to cap the honey right there where my thumb is. Starting to cap that. Nice frame of cap brood. You can see the outer lines. You have some eggs all the way down to here. It's a really good looking frame. Got a little bit of burr comb at the top here, or the side here. So I probably will, I'll check for no queen. Get that. The bees out of the way, and then I'm going to remove this because I don't want this to get any worse. Now, this can be a little tricky. My tools in my right hand. And this is all drone comb anyway, but I do not want that there. Now this isn't really bad. I could probably leave it. It's not away from the hive or away from the frame like some of it is, you know, usually there's a gap underneath it, but I'll definitely take this out just to get rid of it, and hopefully they'll not recontinue and build it the same way. So now that I've seen that and I see my feeder pail, that's about as far as I'm going to get. Now if you want to come in and check this out, Jess, you can see all that's all cap brood, the whole entire frame. Let's see if I can. There we go, look at that. Nice big frame of cap brood. That's exactly what you want to see right there. You can see they're putting honey on the outside edges, especially right up in here. Now I'm not going to go any further. You don't have to pull every frame. You don't have to look at all of them. Mainly what I was just going in here today to look was to see what the feeder pail and the pollen patties look like. And you can see the feeder pail's bone dry. The pollen patty got a little bit on there. Got some more burr comb at the top. Just going to get rid of that. Save that wax. Now I dropped that piece in there. I did that on purpose so all the bees would get off of it. There we go. I'm going to put this hive back together again
And why do we got to keep feeding?
Because we are drawing comb. Anytime you are drawing comb, you need to feed. And another thing is, a lot of these bees that came in the package, like I did my Tom's Tip Tuesday, a lot of these bees in this package are going to be older bees now, and they're going to start to die off. And the new bees that are hatching out, it takes a while for them to be able to fly and get resources. So you are basically supplementing until your hive is strong enough to get its own resources. Same with the pollen patties. You want to keep pollen patties on there, even though there's plenty of flowers and stuff for them to get right now. You have dandelions out there. You still want to keep feeding because your field bees are now going to get massively depleted, and it's going to be a while before they can get new ones to fly and go get more food. So there you go. I will replace this bucket. Here's another thing we can show you real quick. As you can see, some of these, that one's right filled, that one's filled. For some reason, sometimes bees like to fill in the feeder pail holes. You got to keep an eye on that. Now, you don't want to open them up any bigger. You don't want to make these holes any bigger. So I'm just going to take a thumbtack and I'm just going to push a thumbtack. You could use a needle, whatever you got. But you want to make sure those holes are unplugged. Let's take these off. You can see a bunch of the holes are plugged. So I'll get my trusty little thumbtack and I will open those holes up again. So there you go. Put this back on, and I'm just going to put the cover on upside down just to keep the bees in. I'm going to refill this. Probably put a pollen patty on there, another half of a pollen patty, and that will be good. We will see you next Friday.